Welcome to episode 10 of Why the Hell Are We Watching This? Today we're talking about waifus. Today we have with us Alex.
Hey.
Joodough.
I'd like to order 1 glass of pool water, please.
YODR.
Girls can be cute. Both fictional and whatever the other one is. Real. That's it.
Wrong. And me, Null, toxicity. And like I said, we're going to be talking about waifus. I want to start the discussion off by asking somebody what is a waifu? Can you describe it to me?
I don't know, can we?
Do we need to?
Yes.
Oh,
it's for the integrity of the podcast.
And should we all give our unique definition of the word? Or can we just
definitely,
agree?
Definitely just give us one
Alright, I got a definition.
Where'd you get the definition from?
Oh no.
Google.com.
Okay.
My buddy. Waifu, noun, fandom slang. A fictional character from non-live action visual media, typically an anime, manga, or video game, that one is attracted to and considers a significant other.
Sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Do we have any waifus in the chat? What in the chat?
Press 1 if you love your waifu.
Press 1. Comment 1 if you love your waifu.
Unironically. Only unironic ones here.
Yeah.
If anyone is ironic about their love for waifus, I'll come rip your spinal cord out with my bare hands.
Hey, no, let's stop this. Why are we sticking with 1? Okay, why specifically 1? What's going on here?
Because your waifu is your significant other. You wouldn't have multiple wives in real life.
Unless you're an intellectual, aka a Mormon. And they have it made. They had the means of production and they seized that shit. And that's what you can do. You have free reign with your waifudom. You control your headcanon, your sexual or romantic or Dokyun headcanon with ex-waifus
spiritual headcanon
you want. What's what?
Virtual, real, or spiritual headcanon.
You know, once you hit a certain point with waifus, they become all three. Become virtual, real, and spiritual at the same time. But yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I've never seen a real waifu.
You haven't lived, my friend. When you're on that 6 a.m. stint, you start hallucinating, and then like the posters off your wall start like calling out towards you. It's a good time.
Yeah, my Seika wall scroll is always calling me all night, but I don't listen.
Well, like the thing is, we can be flexible with the definition of waifus. So like, I guess I can start off by like what it means to me, because I seem like, you know, I might subscribe to the idea or something. So I'm into them, and I'm into the idea of like fawning over a fictional character excessively, worryingly so. But I view it not as, well, I view it as it's a kind of idolatry it's a pointed idolatry. I take the concept of waifu and the waifus I have, and I hold them in positive regard, and I hold them as a standard to judge life, my life, and the world I can view around me. And this is very autistic and not a good way to do it. But because if I see someone that I love so much, I feel optimistically about the future. I see, wow, the world has so much to pack within one tiny morsel of a character, and I can just sit there and love that character and love their design or whatever, love the way they blah blah blah. Well, that's the extreme version of it, but that's what I look for. That's what I get out of, you know, the act of waifuism, and I've sacrificed my soul, and it's a great trade. I recommend it.
Beautiful.
That's interesting to me. I wanna point this question at you, Joodough.
Yeah.
Because you yes.
We should tell the audience on what side we're on.
Hell no. That'll happen later.
Yeah, they'll learn where we're coming from.
wanna ask Joodough this question.
Go for
Why
it.
do you think people cling to fake women?
Over real women, or just in general?
Like, yeah, like I don't know what makes it so appealing to you as a waifu lover.
Okay, right. So I have this theory that I'll keep it brief, but I have this theory that if we take the current state of human progress of society, right, and then we establish that, and then we develop the concept of a waifu. What a waifu is, or what like a fictional character is they're designed to be an embodiment of like specific traits, like a well-designed one. Like we're taking the perfect example. So if we take a character that is designed to fully embody these traits with like the intent, with the creative intent to become a great character, and then they do, realization of those ideals will make a character like so perfect to one person at least, if they consider truly their fucking waifu, so perfect to them that they embody like just a pure, filtered, unadulterated fine extract of human society, and you can hold on to it as a symbol for the world. Well, that's my theory. And also, if society gets better, does that mean that waifus will get better? What are Star Trek waifus like? Because you base it off of the reality that you're in right now. Okay, never mind. But why people would cling to 2D women? Because they're yours forever, and you can't apply the same rules as real women to them. You can't first of all, they don't live in the same space. And by space I don't mean like society, because you can have society like a character in an urban society or whatever. It's like they exist outside the realm of a real person, but they transcend all the meddlesome qualities of real people and just go straight to the heart. They go straight to the pure
Straight
heaven.
to the Kokoro.
Yeah, straight to the Kokoro. And the great thing about it is that there's nothing stopping you from loving it as much as you can. And also, I'm lonely.
Damn.
Sick. That's what I like to hear. Now we can talk about that. How do you feel about waifus, Alex? Yeah.
I love them. The concept of waifu is probably really creepy to outsiders, but
I agree.
yeah. I don't know, it sounds kind of retarded, but a fictional girlfriend, I guess, to daydream about, to do stuff with and stuff. Hold on, I got lost in my notes. Fuck.
I can definitely corroborate that.
Do you think that just a springboard off of that? Do you think that that's damaging to, say human reproduction, or even your ability to form lasting relationships with actual people?
If you're healthy,
no.
It should be fine. It should be fine.
It depends on the person.
You know she's not real. But it's
but think about the most abject, terrible situation. If we're talking about reproduction, we're thinking about Japan and their declining birth rates. Is that due to the abundancy of perfect waifus? Is that a utilitarianist negative thing to the world? Is it just escapism that's useless and should be ashamed of because it's not actual real progress? I don't know. Maybe. It might be.
I've been in the anime community for a very long time, and I don't know if it's just because there are a bunch of people watching anime, but a lot of people that I've met can't socialize with other humans in the ways that other people do.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that this is purely the fault of waifus, but it might be contributing.
I don't think that's related.
Well, I don't think that waifus would be, or the waifu culture would be the sole arbiters of people not being able to communicate. I just think how people are, people have a tendency to, that predisposed towards a certain thing, and that attracts them to the anime, and then those qualities of themselves, tend to lend themselves towards waifus. But if you, it's not organic to just remove one part and expect it to change everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think that waifus are strictly an anime thing, because you can observe the same things happening in My Little Pony or people who watch what's that fucking show, Firefly. Like, you know, they harbor their own feelings towards characters, but like, I feel like it can be a negative thing because it just, you know, you're looking for your fucking Fluttershy in the world, and Fluttershy is not real, you know.
That can be true, but that's not Fluttershy's fault, because Fluttershy is a character, and Fluttershy is a character that someone has committed to in some way, which means that they can express their love for the show, or the character, or the universe, and then take that morsel when they had nothing left in the world, when all the, think about it like this, when all the ugly, I mean not the ugly, when all the hot blondes have rejected this poor, ugly man, and now he shrivels up in his basement, and now he has someone to look forward to, he has someone to hold on to, and that's beautiful, but kind of sad at the same time.
Yeah, I want to talk to you, YODR. How do you feel about waifus? Because you kind of have a different viewpoint than both me and Joodough, where I think it's kind of a negative thing, and Alex and Joodough kind of think it's a positive thing.
Kinda.
I don't think it's negative, and it's just like, yeah, you can have your favorite. I see it as like a favorite characters thing, but like I just don't like. I like, there are my favorite female characters where it doesn't really have to be only females, but you can have your favorite character. And the reason I don't care about waifus is because I don't really have a waifu, and I don't see the reason why. I just like certain characters, and there are times where I'm like, yeah, I like her a lot, and that's it. And then I stop caring and I move on. And it's like, whatever. Like, I don't care about having like a list of certain characters you love in a certain way. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. Man, I used to have waifus because I was like, oh, that's a big thing from like all the other anime nerds out there, like me. Sure, this girl from Out Cheeky or something, I don't know. And then after years, I was like, it doesn't even matter. It's not like I think about it. Doesn't even matter. Fuck. I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah, and I think there's like an actual distinction between like what constitutes a character as like a waifu, and what constitutes a character as like a best girl in the show or like a favorite character, right?
Definitely.
Because like if you're talking about a show, and let's just use like Konosuba for example. I'm sure we've all seen it or know about it.
Yep.
Yep. I can say that I really like the one character who is like fucking what's her name, Darkness, I don't know. I really like that character within the context of the show, but I mean, I'm not gonna go out and buy like a dakimakura of it and make sweet love to it in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? And that's where the separation occurs, when you take the character out of the show and say, this character is my waifu, right?
Yeah, I think the imaginary personal chemistry you could have with your like ideal girl from an anime or whatever is pretty important.
Well, like, I have a high school.
Yeah, I think. Oh god.
I have sure, getting merchandise of certain characters, but it's not for me. Like sure, I like that character a lot, so I'm gonna get it. But I have this Seiko High School Dead Seiko poster above my bed, and it's not like Seiko's my waifu. It's just like I like the show, and I think she's pretty hot, and that's it. I don't really care.
Right.
And I'm staring at it right now. That. Ooh.
I might be coming off the wrong way as some hyper religious self immolation town crying in the streets calling for the end of the world, some like religious bullcrap about waifus. But like I completely understand and like and have felt the same way at some point. But what I think is that but at least I'm talking strictly from right now about my experience with waifus. My experience with waifus is that I'll come across, if we're talking about anime for example, and I'll come across a person that I'm so attracted to, not even sexually, just the idea, the existence of this person, that I get to experience them. Something about them resonates personally within me, and I think, that's the definition for me. It has to be personal. You have to have some kind of thing that edges them out, other than, that design's pretty cool, or that they're pretty good in the show. There's got to be something personal that you can't always describe, that elevates them to a higher level of like preciousness, where you think about the character, and it doesn't even have to be negative. Like if you, I've sat down and just thought about, like, when I first watched Ava, I thought about Ava for a while, and it was thinking about Ava was a great time, and thinking about how much I loved each character was a great time, and thinking about how much I loved Ray was a great time, and I don't think that negatively contributed to. I didn't go out and buy a pillow, even though I would buy a pillow. But that's an expression of like. That's an expression of my positive feelings towards the show and the experience that I've had towards it, if we're just talking about anime so far.
I'm with you.
Yeah, the Ava girls are pretty cool, but like.
Yeah, but it's definitely not always like that. There's definitely, negative trends that you can see.
Yeah, and that's for sure. I mean, I just, like I said, it's one of those things where you can take it like way too far, and you see a lot of people do it, and that's like a pitfall.
All right.
And I don't like that.
No, I completely get that.
Even
though I will buy Dakis of every waifu that I have, even though I don't have any right now.
I understand perfectly.
Yeah, I have my eye on a
swear.
xenomorph Daki. I'm gonna get it one day.
Like,
You're further than me, dude.
Like xenomorph from like Alien.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay, just making sure, because like that's there's actually like a weird community.
Is there really a community that find them attractive? I just want it because it's cool.
Oh yeah, dude, the ovipositors, dude. It's a big thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Yeah. You can go down the hole really far, and there's a lot of shit that, like, even though I'm not like that throws me up a little bit, right? And I'm totally into the idea of a waifu, but of course, negative things exist, as they always do, and there's a reason why it's usually perceived as negative or creepy.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't even like something that's new. Like, what are those things called? Like tulpas or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar to that, where like you create this own persona inside your head that is separate from you, but it's not you.
Right.
And like, there's a point where people who would make these tulpas, which I don't even know what culture this is from. I just know it's a thing.
I think
like sometimes.
I think I'll consider it. I think I'll consider it if I'm like lonely 40-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah. But like the problems start coming when the personality that's not them starts melding into their real personality, and then they lose a sense of self. Like that's the like stay away from this story, the cautionary tale. And I could definitely see people doing that. I saw Chaos Head. I saw it happen.
Well, that's a fascinating like thought experiment. Just the concept of tulpas and having one, though.
Yeah. But I'm also like in the same boat as YODR, where like I never really I guess I never felt the need to like dote over a character outside of the anime they're in. Like if I want to talk about the anime, I'd be like, oh yeah, dude, I fucking love what the hell is her name from Nisekoi, the blonde girl.
Chitoge.
Yeah. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, I fucking love Chitoge, but I'm not gonna like talk about her
great.
If we're not actually talking about that anime.
Well, right. I completely get that, but there's something within me that prompts me to think about something I love a fucking lot, and I'm very specific about why I might love something, and I think about these things a lot, so I'll carry them literally everywhere I go, and I'll just think about a character or like a concept or something that I really enjoy about all the time, because like that train of thought is a good time, and and that so happens to be attributed to a character that I really love for specific reasons that I enjoy every second of. And also, I'm a young lonely boy that's full of like fire, I guess. That might help.
Full of sexual repression and.
Well, the thing is, once you hit my age, which is a year older, you just stop caring about sexual urges and just continue with your art life. And you're just like, yeah, whatever.
It's not even just sexual urges. I think like it might even be related to my desire to do art in general. Because like if I see a character that I fucking love, that I feel that hits me in some way, and I realize like, hey, wait, I can make a character. I can recreate that same feeling of just pure crystal of love and like and complexity of a good character, and that feeling. I want someone else to feel that feeling with the character that I make, and that motivates me to think about it and draw or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
that might also be like a writing urge in your mind. Like you
Yeah.
might actually be more prone to or tend towards writing, but like you also like art. I don't know. Who knows? Because like it sounds like you have like a very big love for the characterization as well.
Yeah, that's
Sure do
definitely
love my characters.
the same for me. I'm working on like a Misato drawing, and I'm like, oh my god, I love Misato. I love this about her and that, and but it's just for the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
Take that fire and keep it smoldering in your heart at all times, and then stoke it from time to time and relive that good feeling.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'm a lonely guy. I like to daydream about cute girls, and like when I see a cute girl walking on the streets and our eyes meet or something, it's pretty cool and stuff. But like it's probably not gonna last. This passion is probably not gonna last for very long. So waifus are kind of the thing that keep me going. While I don't have an actual girlfriend and I'm too retarded to talk to people.
Man, is the
So-
prerequisite
And then
for
when I
having
walk
feel-
home,
waifus-
I open the door, and then I see a light flash before my eyes. The light from my desktop background. My waifu waiting there for me. I know she'll always be there. I know.
Oh god.
Oh god.
So do you guys think, because we're all young strapping men who are in the market for a woman,
Of
right?
course.
That's correct for all of us.
I don't know, man.
Do you think
Art's taking some time.
that once you're free of your inhibitions being not having a girlfriend, do you think that your love for waifus will fade?
No,
No. I don't know.
Because
it's not tied to just my loneliness. Even though my loneliness does help a lot,
It's not.
it helps
not
a shit
just
ton.
love.
Yeah, it's tied to my awe and passion for the world and the potential it holds and the potential for me to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's not just tied to like the created character that you really resonate with. It's also tied to your love for like the medium, and like for the creation of great characters and stuff.
It's also kind of respect for me. Like I think about a character so much and I love him so much, and I think to myself for one brief second as a tear rolls down my eye, I'm like, what if I can make the same thing? What if I can do it too?
What if I can make one?
I can do it too. I need to keep on living. I need to go. Ah! It's a great feeling. But yeah, and as long as that doesn't go away, I think, well, there's got to be other reasons. Then, no, even if I all of a sudden got a harem, that doesn't mean that I'll get rid of my waifus.
Does it mean I'm the Kima?
Yeah.
So now that we've kind of moved away from talking, I don't know about. I want to kind of move away from talking about waifus as like a concept and talk about the future. Do you guys think that waifus will ever be real? Do you think we'll ever be able to take a character and implant it onto like a base body and create a waifu?
See, I would love to say I fucking hope so, but there's so many things that I can't account for, and like so many things that I'm not aware of that would cause unexpected consequences in the future. Even though I say right now I would love that. I'd love the existence, because like the existence of something like that would be like an attempt to actualize my fantasies, but I'm not sure if those fantasies deserve to be actualized in the first place.
It would kind of lose its magic, I feel like.
It might, yeah.
And like waifus are usually like heavily stylized anime girls, so I don't know what I would think if the same anime girl I'm into. Like,
Well, yeah. Also, I don't want
design-wise would walk down the street.
right. my ultimate goal isn't for waifus to be real. My ultimate goal is to live a fulfilling life in which I fulfill every aspect of something I want to do, and be the best person I can be, and explore all the things that I can. And that doesn't involve like fucking a 2D girl, even though I would. Like, Ab, don't get me wrong, I fucking
guess I
would.
agree with you there.
We don't need to
would.
bring we don't need to bring waifus in our 3D realm. We need to implant us into a 2D realm.
Yeah. Well, like, even if we had like android waifus walking around that were like perfect, that wouldn't be the final destination for like the concept of waifu. I think the concept of waifu is an extension of your desire to live. Maybe it might be.
Do you think we could have like military branches of K-On girls?
we have like attack helicopters painted with anime shit, so that's a good start.
Yeah. Okay. So also, like, what if you could like just throwing this out here, but what if you could like put a microchip in your brain that kind of made you feel the sensation of your waifu instead of actualizing your waifu?
No.
So like, I can feel their tits on me or something. Is that what you're saying?
Sure. I mean, yeah, whatever. Or
Alright, I
or
changed my
like feel
mind.
feel her presence or feel
If it does work that well, then I'm on board.
because that way it's not some weird like perfect like android type thing, but it's more of a like, say it's a stylized character, you're experiencing it in the way it would be stylized in real life,
Right.
but not really.
Well, again, I'd like to say, fucking hell yeah, sign me up right away for the prototype. But of course, I can repeat my same point again. Things I'm not aware of, and also kind of, if I like, I'm imagining myself, if that were possible, like going so far to actualize this thing that is admittedly, it's just like a fictional thing. Would that be like a concession of the things I care about? If I'm willing to commit to like this short-term drug shot of having
This
that
is
euphoric
forever.
feeling.
This is a chip in your brain.
Okay, yeah, it's a chip in your brain, but like, I feel like the initial feeling I get from it would be of intense joy. Don't get me wrong, and I'd love it, right? But like, I wouldn't be happy with that for the rest of my life. And that's not to say that I'm going to search for more waifu actualization. I'm searching for more ways to live my life in a good way, to be a good person, and I don't think that, like, I think that, I don't know, it's not a step at all. It's just like, it's another way to express autistic love, but it's not productive. You know what I mean?
I'd be skeptical if like some elite hacker could hack his way into my brain
Oh no.
and make like some ugly old man out of my cute girl friend.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously talking about like a 2035 like cyberpunk version of the world. So this is complete fiction.
2035.
Yeah, man.
I still
living in.
I still want to get the implant. I would be like, you know what, I don't need it. All you guys are gonna get it, and hell yeah, I'm gonna go experience shit while you guys are in your rooms.
Right. The thing about like reminiscing about all these.
your waifus.
Yeah. Well, the thing about like thinking about and wishing you had all these advanced technology things is that like, would you, if that were entirely possible, would you have like a waifu right now? Would you have something literally right now if you could have it? Because I'm not sure that idea of like because again we're going back to my earlier create shitty theory. If the idea is that we take our desires and then we vocalize them. Hey, would it be great if we had waifu chips or something, or like waifu androids, or if we had X kind of fantastical thing. If that's based on like how you're living right now, everything you experience right now, would actually having that, like, is that a realistic thing to expect, or is that just like, is that a concept that you can't extend to reality?
No, because probably couldn't afford it.
Oh, that too.
That's hard to say because we all walk around with supercomputers in our pocket in the year 2018.
That's true.
And we're all connected to each other from continents away, something that was inconceivable merely 100 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a whole nother thing, though. That's technology and how fast it's moving, and I have very strong opinions about that. But that's for another podcast.
Oh, well, I'm
Yeah,
I'm just stating that, like, I'm not sure if you had one literally right now, it'd be the exact same positive feeling that you might have expected.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way
Yeah,
to
there's no way.
guarantee anything, really.
Well, right.
You can't really translate waifus like one-to-one from the 2D world to
Yeah,
our reality.
because you're not taking, like, when the way I see it, at least the way I think the human brain works, is you're not lifting this character from the manga or the anime or the fucking sci-fi entourage show, and you like viewing them as them. You're adding yourself to them. You're viewing your own version of them.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily you would take this character and lift it and put it into your brain. It's you would your brain would become one with the character, which sounds a lot scarier than the original idea.
This is
But-
some human singularity shit. I'd like to become one with my waifus in an orange slush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It may
that's
sound retarded, but like waifus are kind of part of my identity.
Uh-huh.
Cause like I would like a girl with very similar traits to my waifu, but like I wouldn't want her one-to-one exact, like coming out of my fucking computer screen and being here, chilling here with me.
Or like, I think like with things like that, I characterize more as fantasies than actual desires, and I make a distinction between the two because at
It's
its
like-
base core. Well, go ahead.
I see so many cute girls browsing Twitter and like going outside and stuff.
Yeah.
But like waifus are kinda my own guide to for like what I want out of a girl. Or like
Yeah.
out of a relationship.
I mean, I totally
so,
get that.
So you kind of use characters to like kind of describe for yourself the characteristics that you want in like an actual person. That's
Yeah.
fine. The only thing that like I would be worried about in that case is that you might be like, or anyone, not just you, but like you might end up trying to get a girl that doesn't exist because they don't have all the qualities that you want.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends who have this problem in real life, where they're just like their standards are way too high, and it's not because of anime or waifus, but like I feel like this kind of thing might have the same effect on people.
I don't use waifus as a metric to judge like people I'm looking for in real life. Again, it's just I use waifus as like, well, I say I use waifus, but when I really, really love a character and I think about them and how much I love them, then it's because I love not only everything about them, their existence. Again, it feels that artistic thing in me. It feels that awe and joy for the world, but that doesn't influence the way I might look. Well, I don't think it actively does. The way I might look for things in other people.
Yeah.
I think it's just part of like the excitement of me being like, whoa, life is so cool.
Yeah, and that is dope.
Yeah.
So what's I don't know. Let's go down the line and talk about like what makes a good waifu for you. Go ahead and start, Alex.
Alright, so when I hopped onto the waifu thing, it was like when Nisekoi was new and fresh and everyone loved it. So I decided that Joodough is my waifu because like, yeah, she resonates with me. I love everything about her. I don't know. It's kind of awful to describe because like it's just personal preference. So
Right.
I don't know.
But I feel like as long as it's a personal feeling, as long as you feel that fire within you somewhere, I think it's a valid feeling and you should cherish it.
Yeah.
But I guess not like religiously, because of course, don't let it spiral out of control and then cause some problems that weren't meant to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean a show like Nisekoi is also like meant to
It's
make
based
you
on that.
choose a character. Like
Right.
the main character is an analog for you, and you're supposed to feel like the need to choose, just like the main character has one.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I was so happy when the manga was over and Chitoge won.
Ah,
yeah.
spoilers.
Happiest. I don't give a shit.
I mean, it was obvious.
I was so
No,
happy.
that's fine.
I read the
yeah.
one shot. They got together.
And then in 2016, I think, Hibiki Euphonium started airing, and I instantly fell in love with the show and Kumiko.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started playing trumpet again. So that's
Holy
cool.
shit. That's the motivation I'm talking about.
Hell yeah. How about you, Joodough? Do you have any, like... I know you have a list, and I know you've been waiting all day to bust it out.
I do, in fact, have a list,
What's
but I
your
don't want
top
you all
tier?
to suffer. I don't want you all and you all
We can
viewers to
post
suffer
down-
through my fucking list.
Yeah, give me your best, and
I
only
can-
your best.
I can post it later. Well, my favorite is fucking Nico Robin. I love Nico Robin so much. And I can talk all day about why exactly I love her, why personally, every time I think about her, my heart goes doki doki, and I appreciate the nuances of good design, and I feel love through every pore. I could do that, but I kind of want to rehash earlier what a little point, so that I don't come off as unattainable, or not unattainable, unapproachable or anything, is that let's see, I'm fully aware of the negative connotations, and I understand all of them, and I recognize that this might be worrisome behavior, but I think that at its core, the desire to have a waifu, or to love a character so much, is a positive thing, and I think that some people handle that feeling differently. But for me, it was, I never had any community to base it off of. I've never even heard of the word waifu until like a few years ago. But I just, like, it stemmed from my personal love of something or someone, and my desire to do something with myself, and then I can see a little bit of that personified in the characters that I love. But yeah, I love Nico Robin, and she's one
Basically,
of them.
it's waifus are good if you're not
Sick.
fucking autistic and can differentiate virtual worlds from real world.
Yes. And I just to go off it, I don't have any waifus. I probably made that abundantly clear.
Oh, no.
So I'll talk about my favorite character, Madara Uchiha from Naruto. He's a god. I love him so much.
Yeah.
And my views on waifus are that if you have an addictive personality, or if you are somebody who clings to things very hard, you should err on the side of caution when using coping mechanisms, lest you get addicted and have it cause problems in your social and real life. YODR, take it away. Any last thoughts?
I like girls.
Hell yeah. This has been episode 10 of Why the Hell Are We Watching This? See ya.
Oh no.
Goodbye.
Oh god.